This is the Agnostic Addict. I'm worn out. Finals begin next week, and it just seems like there's a ton of writing to do, and every class has an essay or a paper to write and tons of research to go along with it. So I'm a little tired. A lot of late nights. But what I wanted to talk about is something that I mentioned on Facebook in my weekly minute with the Agnostic Addict. And that is the concept of easier, softer way. So this is one of the sentences that is talked about in the beginning of a meeting, where they say some of us sought an easier, softer way in order to cure this disease, but we could not, and they failed. Well, I don't know if what I'm doing is certainly easier or softer. I go to multiple meetings a week. I go to step study. I do this project, which for me is an important part of my own recovery and sharing, and hopefully reaching others who struggle or who want information. And that takes a weekly commitment. I see a therapist that I've been working with for a very long time, every 2 weeks. I'm honest about my sharing, and I live as authentic as possible. And I get where this kind of mindset can come from, accusing me of doing it easier and softer. A lot of it comes from my definition of my spirituality, because I choose to question everything and not believe in the traditional God of the original AA literature and all other 12-step literature that's been based off of that. I came up with a God of my own understanding, which was, and I've shared this, which is nature, which is the true and honest companionship that happens with fellow human beings. So when I'm with my friends and I'm enjoying their company and I'm sharing and they're sharing and I'm listening and we do stuff together, and when I go to group and open up and be honest, all of that has a very spiritual effect on me. And so, excuse me, mouth is a little dry again tonight. And so, this person, who actually is my sister, who accused me of going the easier, softer way, that's a typical response, especially from people who have been in recovery for a very, very long time, and they don't believe that there's any other way to do it than exactly to the letter of the book. And that's a large part of why I'm doing this, is because agnostics, I feel, are left out of so much, and we're looked down upon, and we're told, hey, you can't take the easy way out. You have to believe in God. Well, then why does the literature state that we come to find a God of our own understanding? I know throughout my life I've encountered this in numerous settings at church, where people act one way on Sunday and then they are completely the opposite every other day of the week. And I'm certainly not attacking the literature. I'm just saying if there's any place that I would think I would feel the most accepted and able to explore my ideas, it would be within the safety of a 12-step meeting. Now, personally, I have experienced a lot of that safety. Thankfully, I don't experience a whole lot of negative encounters. I do get eye rolls every now and then in a meeting, and you know, it's hard not to miss them, but they happen. I've made a decision to not let that affect me because my program is my program. My recovery is my recovery. My God of my understanding is my God of my understanding. And another thing that I believe a lot of people think is that being an agnostic is exactly the same thing as being an atheist, and it's not. An atheist is someone who absolutely doesn't believe in anything. We have no spirit, we're just a mind and body, and when we die, that's it. We return to the earth, and it's over. As an agnostic, I firmly believe in the spiritual sense of myself, and that I have a soul, and a spirit and an energy that will continue in some way or form that I can't even possibly understand. And I don't want to, because it's too complex of a topic for me to even try to wrap my head around it. But I do not believe in specific books that talk about a almighty being. That's just me. If I were to associate the way I believe, if it were to be joined to any sort of religion out there, it would be Taoism. I just feel like that is what I try to do, which is better myself, better understand myself, be kind to those around me, be kind to my environment, be one with nature, help your fellow man. Many, many concepts within Taoist beliefs I absolutely believe myself. And I like that for Taoism, it's not there's not a God. That's not a religion, even though a lot of people sort of attribute it to Buddhism. I've seen this and read about it. It's truly not. I took a world religions class, and this is the writings of one man who, in my opinion, just spoke how humanity should be treating each other and the earth and nature and ourselves, and all of these things are just they're for the betterment of everyone and ourselves as we search to better ourselves. So that's what I do. If that is the easier, softer way, well, so be it. But I can assure you that there has been nothing about my journey and my recovery that has been easy or soft. There are times where I get a respite, and I can focus on things like going to school and homework and doing the laundry and taking care of myself, being sure I eat, all of those things that I didn't do before recovery very well when my life was unmanageable. Those help to focus me now and keep me centered and keep me grounded, and keep me from not always thinking about what it is that I came from. So there is my share tonight. What I absolutely loved was when my sister told me that I was taking the easier, softer way, because it's family, or I don't know, maybe anybody would do this. At the end of this message that she sent, she said, "But I say this with all love. It comes from a place in my own heart, and I don't mean to hurt you or anything." The typical sugar coating on slamming my belief in my religion. It's okay. But I always find that funny that when people basically call you a piece of crap because you're not doing it the way that they are, yet at the end of that they pour honey over it, trying to make it all better. That doesn't work. So my message to any agnostic out there, or anybody who struggles with faith issues or beliefs, I don't care if you are Christian, Muslim, Jewish, agnostic, atheist even, whatever you believe, everyone has the right to believe what they want. They have the right to find the God of their understanding, and they have the right to work the program in the way that works for them. It doesn't work by the book, by the letter, not for everyone. I will be getting my 3-year chip here soon, and I certainly haven't followed it by the letter, so I just hope that those kind of messages, negative messages that are out there, don't affect anyone else's desire to recover. I see people walk out of a meeting room because of the heavy God language or the negative feelings that they get from the room when they declare themselves an agnostic or even an atheist. It hurts my heart, literally, because I am always wondering what happens to them. Are they going to get help? Are they going to recover? Where is the real and honest love that they are deserving of, that they're going to get? They just left the room feeling even more shameful than they did coming in, and hating themselves even more, and suddenly hit with the realization that there's no place for them, and that's wrong. And my greatest wish is that does not happen to anybody, so please don't let negative messages stop you from finding recovery, if that's what you're looking for. And for those that are just looking for information on my website, please don't let anybody leave the room. Don't judge anyone's beliefs. Just let them be and love them and listen to them. That's all I have for tonight. This is the Agnostic Addict, wishing you all a happy evening. Sleep well.